Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or just welcome if you guys are new here. For today's video I have here a really good and dear friend. His name is Richard. He also has a YouTube channel where he speaks on Cambly. And what's gonna happen today? Well, it's gonna be like an interview. I prepared some questions to ask him, but before we get started, Richard, how's life treating you, my friend?
Hello guys, what's up? Richard here. Thanks so much, Mateus, for the opportunity, to be here on your channel. I'm so excited to answer all your questions. So let's get started. Bring it on.
That sounds good, and I have here the first question. It is, you are making an English course, right? You are giving English classes like me right now, and how did this idea come up?
Oh, about this idea of my English course, it's because, I have always loved making, videos about, grammar, and I also loved helping people to learn everything that I knew. For example, when I was in college, a lot of people, a lot of friends of mine actually, they asked me to help them with the subjects. So it was so satisfying to help them, to understand the subject because we were together studying the same subject. So sometimes I had to study so much in college to do a test, and it was great when I learned something and I provided my knowledge to help other people to learn. Yeah, I love learning. I have always helped people in at school, in college, to learn, and what I can do to help, I will. So yeah, that's basically the idea. And there are so many English courses on the internet, but I could tell that all of them are either, paid, so we have to pay for them, or they are not complete for free. So when we have an English course on YouTube, for example, they're not complete. They just give us a few glimpses of the subjects, and but we need to pay in order to have more content. And I had the same trouble. I had the same problem because before, subscribing to Cambly or, enrolling to my wizard courses, I wanted to learn English by myself. Yes, I did. However, I did not find any English good course for free. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do an English course, an entire English course for free, and I will think of something to help people because so it was like that. So I have always loved to help people to learn. I love teaching. I love teaching, and I just wanted to help. So people, if you are watching this video, please check it out. It's a great English course. It will help you to get out of the comfort zone and to get out of the basic English course and to go to an intermediate level, more than an intermediate level, like almost an advanced and upper intermediate, like that, because there are so many levels. But yeah, it will definitely help you to reach that. And yeah, I like it, and that's basically the reason I love teaching, and I wanted to help people to learn English as well. So I taught in my English course everything that I know, until that moment, because right now I have learned so many more things, and I'd like to update my course on my channel as well.
Well, I believe that you practice your conversation 90% on Cambly. And how was your first time talking face to face? Was it so different compared to Cambly?
Okay, great question. Great question. Yeah, the first time that I had a conversation with a real person in English, it was on Cambly, and yeah, my first conversation was so terrifying. I was so afraid of making mistakes or of being judged. I think everybody has this. Everybody is afraid of making mistakes and talking to people in English, especially native speakers. However, I did that all the time, every single day, and I got used to it. Right now, I talk to a native speaker normally, comfortably, as if I were talking in my native language, you know? Uh, but, 90, right now, I have not been speaking on Cambly. I have been studying by reading books. Right here, I have Harry Potter books. I have all of them, by the way, and by watching TV shows. I love a lot of TV shows, and they help me a lot to learn words, to decrease my accent, and to get better. But the other question about how was it like to speak with a person, a native speaker, especially face to face. It was, I on a video of mine I posted on my YouTube when I went to a ship called Logos Hope. It was like a library on a ship that there were people from all across the globe, from many countries, and there I had the opportunity to, the first time, use my English face to face in person with a native speaker, with people from other countries. It was awesome. Uh, it was, it was not so different, from speaking on Cambly. That was the most. I think that was the reason that amazed me, because it was like I was speaking with a native speaker. What I did on Cambly, but face to face, it was normal. I didn't feel afraid. I didn't feel terrified. I was normal, and it was great. Yeah, it was awesome. When I think of that, I remember that there were a lot of people around me, and my friends were recording and looking at me speaking with that native speaker. It was so great, so rewarding, to have the first conversation with a native speaker in person. It's great. When you do that, after the conversation finishes, you feel so happy because you did that. Because that's what English is all about, right? Speaking with people, having conversations with people. We have a lot of technology nowadays, a lot of pieces of technology. However, it's not the same. When we use the Google Translator to speak with people, it's not the same. It's not the same to have a face-to-face conversation using only your knowledge, what you know, like you speak in your native language. It's amazing. So, answering the question, to sum all that up, I didn't feel afraid. It was like speaking on Cambly. That's why I recommend Cambly a lot, because it will make you definitely prepared to talk to a native speaker.
Well, now that's a good question. I was taking a look at your channel, and like to make this to prepare these questions. And I saw you have talked to so many teachers. And do you have any good do you have any good story to tell us related to them?
Oh my gosh. Yes, I do. I do. I have a funny story, a very funny story. Uh, once I was speaking on Cambly, but it was late. It was like mm, 1 a.m. Yeah, 1 a.m. And I think I was speaking with a person from the United States, and I think it was like 9 p.m. there, or 10 p.m., something like that. And the teacher that I was speaking with, when we were having a conversation normally at the beginning of the conversation, but all of a sudden the teacher fell asleep, all of a sudden, out of the blue. And I was like, oh, what I do? I don't know what to do. So I kept talking, and the teacher was like this, and then she woke up suddenly, and she's in the funny thing is because even though she was clearly sleeping, she could answer my questions. She could continue speaking normally. It was so funny. I was like, how does she do that? She like fell asleep and I kept talking. And when she woke up, she continued talking to me as if nothing had been happening. And it was funny. Yeah, I think that was the one that was funny, and I think that's it. I didn't have any other thing that I need to tell. The other conversations were normal, and we talked normally about a lot of things. But that's the funny story that I'd like to share. The only one.
Now I need some advices. Well, I noticed that you are a calm guy. How do you control yourself to speak English? Because sometimes I get carried away and I cannot, speak well because I get carried away. And I like your help. How do you do to control yourself?
Great question. Again, that's a very good question. Um, yeah, I'm calm. In person, I'm also calm. I don't get stressed easily. You know, but related to Cambly, related to speaking in English, actually, it's all about practice. We need to practice a lot, and when we do something a lot of times, for example, I have talked with more than 200 teachers on Cambly. I have more than 300 hours of English, of conversations. So we tend to, it's normal. So I talk to a native speaker normally right now, but that's because I talked a lot. So yeah. So people, I have something to say. It's the truth. So I think there are no shortcuts to become when it comes to speaking in English. To become fluent in it. There are no shortcuts. It takes time. It takes time. You need to practice a lot. You need to spend time reading, speaking, listening, watching, doing whatever you can in order to be better in English. But it takes time. It takes time. There are a lot of English courses on the internet that that say, oh, you can learn English in 3 months, and you can learn English in 6 months, and you do. You can have a really good level of English in 6 months. However, however, it depends on how much time you spend on it. Because okay, 6 months, but studying every day for 4 hours, that's a lot of time. It's different than studying one you know once you know once in the week, so for 2 hours. So you can tell the differences. So that's what I can say. For example, my English course has 33 33 hours, but it took me more than 100 hours to record those videos easily, because I had to do my research, I had to study, I had to think of what I was going to do, I had to make videos, and a lot of them went wrong because people made noises, and I didn't want my teaching videos to have a lot of noise. So yeah, so it takes time. For everything in life, it takes time. I have been studying English for almost 4 years. It's almost 4 years. I think in August I will make 4 years of English, study English. So 4 years to have this level that you guys can see right now. And so yeah, it's not fast. We don't learn everything fastly. We need to take time. It takes time. In my opinion, practice is the key. Practice makes us perfect. Not perfect, but better. Every day better. Every day learning something new. So yeah, that's it.
Now the last question is, well, I've heard that you are or you were learning Spanish on Cambly, and how is it work? Because I thought it was only English. How do you do to learn Spanish on Cambly?
Okay, Mateus, you have so many good questions. Okay, that's a question that I get a lot, and you know, Cambly is supposed to be only English. When you watch a Cambly advertisement, they say if you'd like to speak English, speak with native speakers. Okay, so they only advertise English. However, as we know, there are so many people on the platform, and so many people have moved from one country to another. So there are people who moved to the United States from Mexico, uh, and they learn and they know English fluently because they have been living there for more than 20 years, 30 years, sometimes 10 years. So it doesn't matter. So they have been living there for so many times, that much time that they know the language almost natively. So if you speak with a person on Cambly that were born in Mexico, for example, and moved to the United States when they were 7, 10 years old, they know both languages, English and Spanish. So you can ask them to teach you Spanish. For sure, they will use the same method that they use in English to help you with Spanish. Sometimes it will be better for them in Spanish because they are native. Some people have moved from France to the United States, from France to England, from Italy to New Zealand. So yeah, we live in a globalized country, in a globalized world. So it's easy to find people on Cambly that moved to a new country. So you can ask them to help you with their native language. So yeah, that's it. So Cambly is supposed to teach only English, but if you ask a teacher to help you that you'd like to speak Spanish, they will help you in another Spanish, not any other language. If you'd like to learn any other language other than English, they will definitely help you with that. And sometimes they will even feel excited because it's different from what they have been doing. Yeah, so guys, if you'd like to learn French, Spanish, Portuguese, if you are from another country, Japanese, Korean, anything, you can ask them. They will definitely help you out. Okay, so that's basically it. And yeah, I had been studying Spanish, but I stopped. I stopped because I stopped studying Spanish because I have been focusing more on my English and on other things. So we need to choose. Sometimes we need to choose in order to be better, in it. So that's why I decided to stop my Spanish right now to focus on my English and other things. Okay, but answer the question: if the teacher is native from other countries other than English, you can help them definitely. Okay. Thank you, Mateus. Thank you for the opportunity to be here on your channel and to answer all those questions. It was a pleasure. And if you'd like to invite me again, feel free. It's a pleasure. Thanks so much. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great studies in English and don't give up. Never give up. In the beginning, it feels hard, but sooner you get better and better, and English will be only something that you love and you will always want to improve. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bom, agora falando em português aqui, cara, foi um prazer, prazeraço fazer esse vídeo aí com o Richard. Mano, eu e o Richard, a gente tá na caminhada junto já tem um bom tempo. A gente gravou pela primeira vez já tem mais de um ano já. Então só tenho a agradecer aí, valeuzão Richard por ter colaborado, tirado um tempo aí pra fazer esse vídeo aqui, gravar as respostas, na verdade. Se você gostou desse vídeo, deixa o like aqui embaixo, compartilhe com algum amigo seu, vai estar me ajudando muito. Me fala aqui algum outro youtuber desse meio do inglês que eu possa gravar. Já como a gente falou muito de Cambly nesse vídeo, e o Richard também é um youtuber que grava muito Cambly. Se você quiser estar ganhando 15 minutos grátis para fazer uma aula experimental lá, e caso você goste assinar depois, use o meu código, tá aqui na descrição e também tá aqui na tela, é o código GOMES, tudo maiúsculo, bem simples, rápido e fácil. E é isso aí, galera, vejo vocês no próximo vídeo, tamo junto e valeu!